women just don't know what they want, right? Like they tell men, stop staring at me, stop catcalling me. Men stop doing it. Now, why aren't men looking at me anymore? Am I not hot? No, you told us not to look at you. Now men look at you, and if they're not hot themselves, now they're creeps, they're weirdos, they're undesirables. But then when a hot man doesn't look at you, oh, men aren't stepping up. Women just don't care to understand men and understand what men are going through and just think that everything revolves around them.
I can safely say that if there's one thing women do that men are over, it's their double standards and complete hypocrisy.
Always.
In everything. It's so deeply ingrained in them that honestly, I think it's part of their DNA.
I think so too.
It affects everything they think, everything they say, and everything they do. And men are just done with it all. I mean, let's consider a common example you see across all of social media, where women make video after video claiming, yet never actually showing, that men are staring at them while they work out. You know.
I mean, yeah, it's ridiculous amount of videos. Even them filming a man, the man maybe glanced over, or maybe looks like he glanced over. And then all of a sudden, he's just staring at me, gawking at me.
No, the whole gym creep phenomenon. The one where they lose their ever-loving freaking minds if a guy casually glances at them for 1/100th of a second in a 1-hour gym session. That is, until he doesn't glance. Then it becomes an even bigger problem. What do I mean?
Never win.
Well, let me show you. So just the other day, the Daily Mail ran an article talking about how strength and conditioning coach Danica Kennedy, a fitness influencer, if you will,
sure,
posted a video of herself working out while 3 men were standing behind her. And their crime? Doing their own workout and not paying any attention to her whatsoever. And of course, Ms. Kennedy, in true female double standard fashion, is pissed they dared to ignore her. So much so, she did as all women tend to do. She decided to make it fit her feels. Decided to throw out accusations against the men that they were side-eyeing her. And of course, she took to the internet to out those men and try and get them doxxed. So let me get this straight, ladies. Y'all have made millions upon millions of videos claiming you're sick and tired of men looking at you in the gym while you're working out, never showing any real evidence that they are. No, just doctored, highly edited, slowed down to the lowest possible speed screen grabs of a guy giving you a half-second glance over a 10-minute period, claiming he was staring at me the whole time. Men have seen these, and thus are now completely...
I mean, I've covered, I don't know, probably like 50 of those videos.
Ignoring you. Not just in the gym, but in life in general. And of course, your response is to attack the men for not looking. Yeah, men are now being criticized for doing exactly what women have been telling them to do for years. Don't look, don't approach, don't engage. Just leave us women alone. It is the epitome of the collective insanity of today's modern women and how they are so full of toxicity and hatred towards men, they'll do and say anything to try and be the victim when men either pay attention to them or don't. Their complete hypocrisy knows no bounds. None really whatsoever.
That's what the saying is. Like, women wouldn't have any standards if it wasn't for double standards.
And it's why men are done and walking away, and why they should be. Because you can't reason with this mind-numbing level of stupidity and toxicity. Sorry, ladies.
When 2 stupid people are arguing, or I mean, when you're arguing with a stupid person, the outside world doesn't know who's the stupid one.
Sent a message and men heard it. And now they've adjusted in the only way they can, by completely ignoring you. And now suddenly, that's a problem too. Funny how that is, isn't it? And what is truly funny is how enraged women are about the situation that they created and how it hurts their little fifis. Like when they aren't the center of attention, like influencer Danica Kennedy, they go about blasting men for not looking at them, not approaching them, not paying any attention to them in the gym or anywhere else for that matter.
Sure.
I mean, let that sink in. Men gave women exactly what they wanted, exactly what they demanded. Men decided to mind their own business, go their own way. Let the women be strong and independent. Men decided to respect their boundaries and keep their eyes to themselves. And now women's collective response is to call it the very same thing they did when they thought men were looking at them.
It's so crazy.
To call it toxic masculinity. You can't make this shit up.
You really can't.
Here we are, living in this so-called reality. The one where men are damned if they do, damned if they don't, and damned everywhere in between.
Jesus.
All because women cannot, are not, and never will be happy. It's simply something they can't do. They have to be angry, have to be upset.
It does feel that way, that they always have something to complain, right?
To wallow in misery and victimhood. So much so, they'll quite literally attack men no matter what men do. Let me reiterate it again. For years and to this very day, the message from women has been loud and clear.
Correct.
Stop staring. Stop approaching. Stop talking to us. We just want to work out in peace. No gray area, no exceptions, no ifs, ands, or buts. So men said, okay, got it. They put their head down, headphones in, eyes forward. They're saying nothing, doing nothing. They're choosing to be invisible. Which, oh, by the way, is pretty much exactly what they've been doing all along. Contrary to what women think. And now,
again, the whole staring at the gym thing, I say it all the time. I look at everybody at the gym. It's just a normal thing you do at the gym. You're looking at that guy work out over there, seeing what kind of workout he's doing. You're looking at those people on the floor, pushing the carts. You're just kind of looking. Like, that's the gym. The gym culture is everybody just kind of surveys the gym itself.
The ladies are losing their shit complaining. Why aren't men looking at me? Why aren't men approaching me? This is toxic. No, sweetie. What's toxic is your delusional mindset and double standards. You brought this on, and now you're trying to reel it back by spewing the exact same toxicity, hatred, and insanity you did in the first place. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on, ladies. Are you really that clueless?
They are.
Do you really think men don't see exactly what's going on here?
They don't think we have Jay-Z's internet, right?
And how deranged you all have become? This is the result. You made up a falsehood that men were gawking at you in the gym. You then set some rules. Don't look at us. Don't talk to us. Don't engage with us in any way. And men followed them. And now, as is always the case, you don't like the outcome. Honey, that's not toxic masculinity. That's you avoiding accountability. It's you avoiding responsibility. It's you not liking the consequences of your actions. Well, too bad, so sad, ladies. We men don't care anymore. Don't care about you. Don't care what you have to say. Sorry, sunshine, but you don't get to spend years shaming behavior that never existed in the first place, calling it creepy, calling it harassment, publicly humiliating men for it, and then suddenly turn around and bitch and moan when it disappears. That's like banning rain and then crying that there's now a drought. No, men are done playing this sick, twisted game, ladies. Pick a frickin' side already. Either you want attention or you don't. Either you want interaction with men or you don't. Either you want us around you or you don't. There is no in between. And since you can't seem to make up your own minds, we men are going to make it up for you.
Bye.
We're going to walk away, and we're not going to look back. No more dating, no more relationships, no more marriages.
I don't see very many men looking back. I hope they do. I hope you guys, give it another go, maybe another 5 years, 6 years from now. If you're maybe in a better position in life, society changed a little bit, maybe some laws changed a little bit. I'm hoping, just hoping.
In fact, no more anything with you. We're not putting up with it anymore. You don't get to flip back and forth based on your mood that day or whether Venus is in retrograde. You don't get to flip based on how hot or rich you think the guy is and expect the world to keep up. No, men are going to just say, fuck off, ladies, and be done with it. And I hate to break it to you, that's not hatred. It's not toxic masculinity.
It's indifference.
It's nothing more than a calm, cool, rational decision based on the fact that women cannot be trusted, cannot keep control, cannot make a decision to save their ever-loving lives. In the end, here's what's actually happened. Men have realized just how toxic women are, and thus they've adapted. Not because they're toxic themselves, but because they're not stupid.
Yeah, I mean, some can be. A lot of us have turned into dark berserkers. With that $40 holla, we turn to the dark side. I can admit this.
They see guys getting blasted online, getting labeled creeps for daring to do something as innocent as a workout, not bothering anyone at all. They see time and again those men getting dragged through comment sections, getting doxxed, even having their livelihoods or very lives threatened. All for doing or not doing something as simple as looking. So they adjusted their behavior. They minimized the risk. They've removed themselves from the equation. And now that same behavior is again being criticized, which tells you everything you need to know. This was never about equality, never about respect. It's about women wallowing in victimhood to try and assert control. Control over when attention happens, how it happens, and who is allowed to give it. And when men stop playing the game, when they step back, when they disengage, now it's suddenly a problem. Now the ladies don't like having to face the fact of the consequences of their actions. And it's not because anything wrong is actually happening. It's because the attention stopped. And attention and validation is the currency, the only currency that matters to women today. So let's call it for what it is. Sorry, ladies, but you don't get to demand invisibility and then bitch and moan about being unseen. You don't get to shame attention and then panic when it disappears. You don't get to label men as the problem no matter what they do and then have your crying meltdowns in your car when men stop talking to you. Because at some point, people are going to notice that nothing they do is ever the right thing. And when that happens, they do what they can do, the only thing they can do.
Withdraw.
They stop playing altogether. Because that's the only option available, the only option they can choose.
That makes sense.
Which is exactly what you're seeing right now. Men have listened, ladies. Now they've adjusted, and they've checked out. And they're not coming back anytime soon. Especially because now they're being criticized for doing exactly what you told them to do.
It's, again, can never satisfy women. What do I always say? It's just not enough. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.